Inland, published in 2019, is a captivating literary western crafted by American author Tea Obreht. Set during the late 19th century, the novel delves into the lives of two pioneers, Lurie, a cameleer, and Nora Lark, an Arizona homesteader. Both characters navigate the unforgiving landscapes of the newly settled deserts in New Mexico and the Arizona Territory, all while grappling with their personal ghosts. Obreht, acclaimed for her Orange Prize-winning debut, The Tiger's Wife, 2011, once again mesmerizes readers with her storytelling prowess in Inland. The narrative unfolds through alternating points of view. Lurie, in a first-person perspective, shares his life story with his beloved camel companion, Burke. Orphaned at a young age following the death of his father, Jurek, an immigrant from the Balkans, Lurie survives by engaging in grave robbing. However, circumstances force him to flee his hometown, and he aligns himself with the Maddie brothers, Hob and Donovan, who operate on the fringes of the law. Tragically, Hob's demise from typhoid leaves Lurie haunted by his ghost, consumed by an insatiable want. Together with Donovan and some of Donovan's cousins, Lurie forms the notorious criminal gang known as the Maddie Gang. During a violent encounter, Lurie inadvertently takes the life of a teenage boy from New York, prompting U.S. Federal Marshal John Berger to issue a warrant for the entire gang's arrest. As a relentless pursuit ensues, Lurie finds himself evading Berger's relentless pursuit, fleeing from state to state and resorting to pickpocketing to sustain himself. Yet, Lurie remains plagued by the overwhelming want personified by Hob's vengeful spirit. Amidst his turbulent journey, Lurie takes refuge with the U.S. Army's Camel Cavaliers, an actual historical unit comprised of camel-mounted soldiers destined for the Southwest. Joined by a cavalier named Haji Ali, also known as Jolly, and other soldiers, they defy authority and abscond with their camel mounts, forming their own renegade group called the Camel Corps. Inland weaves a mesmerizing tale of survival, redemption, and the haunting consequences of past choices. Obreht's masterful storytelling enthralls readers as they traverse the harsh landscapes alongside Lurie and Nora, witnessing their personal struggles and the weight of their ghostly burdens. With its rich historical backdrop and compelling characters, Inland stands as a remarkable addition to the Western literary genre. During his travels, Lurie's path intertwines with the ghost of Donovan Maddie, who becomes a conduit for Donovan's unfulfilled desires as well as Hob's. Fearing that he may never have the opportunity to satisfy his own yearnings, Lurie decides to settle down with a woman he meets in New Mexico. However, when Jolly reappears, beckoning him back to the thrill of adventure, Lurie's wanderlust proves irresistible. Together, they secure new camels and embark on another journey. Lurie develops a deep bond with his camel companion, Burke. However, their paths diverge once again, and when Lurie finally locates Jolly, he discovers that his friend has married and started a family of his own. A group of geologists enlists Lurie and Jolly's help in the search for gold. However, the geologists prove to be untrustworthy, prompting Jolly to abscond with the discovered riches. As fugitives once more, Lurie and Jolly find themselves on the run. Eventually, Jolly relinquishes the stolen gold, hoping to reunite with his family, while Lurie continues his solitary journey into the desert alongside Burke. Meanwhile, Nora Lark struggles to survive a severe drought in Amargo, Arizona Territory. Her husband, Emmett, ventures out in search of water but fails to return. As Nora grapples with the dire situation, she increasingly finds solace in conversing with the ghost of her deceased daughter, Evelyn, who ages in her mother's perception despite having passed away as a baby. Through Nora's recollections, we learn about her background. She grew up in Missouri and fell in love with Emmett Lark during his stay at her parents' boarding house. Nora had long yearned to escape her hometown, but the harshness of Arizona initially dissuaded her. However, she and Emmett built a family together, with Emmett establishing a local newspaper called the Sentinel. Nora never fully recovered from the loss of her firstborn, Evelyn, but went on to have 3 sons, Rob, Dolan, and Toby. The household also includes Josie, Emmett's orphaned cousin, who claims the ability to communicate with the deceased, a trait that irritates Nora immensely. Josie's presence becomes particularly irksome when Emmett goes missing and Rob and Dolan struggle to keep the Sentinel running. Inland weaves a tapestry of interconnected lives and haunted spirits against the backdrop of a harsh and unforgiving Western landscape. Through Lurie's and Nora's journeys, readers are immersed in a world where desires, regrets, and the supernatural converge, culminating in a gripping exploration of resilience, love, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Toby shares a startling revelation with the family, claiming to have encountered a mysterious and potentially supernatural creature on their property. Josie supports his account, further fueling their concerns. Despite Nora's attempts to dismiss their claims, she soon realizes that managing the property without her older sons becomes an impossible task. Determined to bring her sons back home, Nora visits the offices of the Sentinel, only to find a broken window. The clues left behind suggest that Rob and Dolan, suspecting foul play in their father's death, are conducting their own investigation. Nora seeks answers from the townspeople about her son's whereabouts, but receives no definitive information. That evening, her close friend Sheriff Harlan Bell pays her a visit. As they spend time together, their deep affection for one another becomes apparent, though they have always remained faithful to their respective spouses. Toby interrupts their conversation with news of another sighting of the mysterious beast. The three of them embark on a search of the property, eventually discovering that Josie is missing. They venture to the farthest reaches of their land, where they find Josie injured, claiming to have been attacked by the creature. Harlan carries Josie to the nearest barn while Nora accompanies him, leaving Toby unaware of Josie's injuries. As they tend to Harlan's wounds in the house, they encounter Marion Crace, a local landowner, who is cooking steak in the kitchen. Crace informs Nora that he suspects Rob and Dolan of murdering two local men in revenge for their father's death. Refusing to believe that her husband is dead or her sons capable of such acts, Nora stands firm in her convictions. Crace and Harlan depart, leaving Nora alone to care for Josie and connect with the ghost of Evelyn, her deceased daughter. Through their communion, Evelyn persuades Nora to consider the truth behind Crace's claims. At dawn, Nora finally confronts the creature face to face. To her surprise, it is a sickly camel carrying the remains of a long-deceased rider. Filled with compassion, Nora ends the creature's suffering by putting it down and then removes the rider from its back. Miraculously, she discovers water in the rider's canteen, bringing her a sense of relief and blessings in this unexpected turn of events. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.